There's some cool new features in here. Let me take a look. Boom. All right. We're in it to win it. We're gonna let this chat start filling up here, and I'm gonna take some supplements and assorted. I'm gonna throw my keys over here real quick. I'll be right back. Ugh. It's been a while since we've done a stream. We did a stream, what was it, about a week and a half ago? I've been trying to do a couple, 2 or 3 a month. What's up? What's up, Walker? How's it going? I'm taking my supplements right now, and then we're going to get a full workout. We're actually at OG today. So here, I'll give you all a flip view of the gym we're going to be in tonight. We've got a lot of cool stuff to work with here. And I do mean a lot of really cool high-end equipment. So, like, good stuff. We've got pullovers. We've got every type of squat you could ever want in this building. We've got, you know, unlimited free weights. I mean, the people that own this gym, the lady that owns this gym, she cares about her own personal workout so much that not only, you know, was she trying to help drive members to come into this gym when she opened it, but she wants it to be something she wants to work out in. And you can tell, like, you can tell when someone cares about their gym, and you can tell when someone's opening a gym just for profit, right? And this is someone that cares about a gym, because I can tell you right now, I imagine her break even is like years down the line. This is like a couple $100,000 worth of equipment minimum. So crazy stuff, but good for us, the gym members. And I'm not affiliated with the gym, by the way. I just really like it. So, but all right, let's get these supplements rolling. As I always have my whole milk with me. I've got a little protein powder in it tonight. Make sure I hit my protein for the day. But this is the pre-workout I've been telling. Yeah, this is the pre-workout that I've been telling y'all about. I've been taking the Pre-Hustle Black Label. You can see I've been working through it pretty good. It's strong. This will be my first real full workout with it that I can think of. And they did affiliate with me, so they are my affiliate sponsor now. I used to have someone else, but not a big fan of their product, so I couldn't actively recommend it. This has been top tier and it's super clean, but I'm not going to bore you guys with that stuff. But it's good stuff. If you guys need supplements, Black Label's got good stuff. And I've got an affiliation with them, so if you want 10% off, it's in the description. But that's all I'm going to say on that tonight. All right. That's not what this is about. That's not what this is about. All right. So we're going to go ahead and scoop up on this Black Label real quick. Merry Christmas, Diego. It doesn't say to dry scoop it on the can. I made that assumption on my own. I'm going to tell you that I appreciate a good dry scoop. So, all right, we're going to take another little halfy scoop. I usually 2 scoop, but this stuff is a lot stronger than the stuff I was 2 scooping before. So we're gonna go 1.5 scoops here. Try and keep my my heart rate. Yeah, this is my new pre-workout. This is my new affiliate, Tico. That's what's in the description is my affiliate link for it. But it's Black Label. I've been trying it for like a week. I didn't want to say anything about it until I knew it was good. Because you guys know I don't take supplements unless they're good. And I definitely won't tell other people to take them unless they're amazing. Oh, I got a bottle of water, Walker. I got a bottle of water. But yeah, I have been super surprised by this. So I don't ever, like, I want to make sure I've taken it, let me be completely transparent here. I've taken it 4 times now, I think. And all 4 times, very effective and nothing abnormal, which is good. It's NSF certified. So, you know, you're getting good stuff when you got the third-party stickers. But it's got good beta-alanine content. You can always tell when you get quality beta-alanine out of something because you get those tingles. So that's what I usually look for, and a good pump. And I get a really good pump. So. All right. So now that we're done with that, I'm gonna go set this off to the side because any more of that and we'd be. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. Yeah. And of course, I got the milk. Don't think I forgot the milk, right? All right, let's go hit it. So of course, we're gonna start off with bench. We're here at OG. What's up? We're here at OG. Is it safe to dry scoop pre-workout? We'll say no. No is the answer to that, and the reason I say no, it's not inherently unsafe, but it is a risk because imagine it like the cinnamon challenge. All right, if you don't scoop it correctly, you end up with pre-workout in your lungs. You're gonna have a really, really bad day. And also, it's hard to judge your dosage as well. So you know you're taking a scoop, right? But here's the thing. Let's say you're halfway through a bottle of pre-workout, like you mixed it into water, and you start to feel kind of hesitant. It feels really strong. You can adjust how much you're going to take. Whereas with a scoop, you're all in immediately. So it hits your system very quickly, and it's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's solid. What's up, Mossberg? Happy holidays. Yeah, there's factors involved. I cannot recommend it because it's not technically safe to dry scoop. I've been doing it for years and haven't had any adverse reactions to it, but I will tell you, there's been a couple times I went down the wrong hole, went down the wrong pipe, and didn't feel amazing. So I want to use this bench because we don't have a spotter today. But I will say, we'll use this one. We'll figure out where we want that bar at real quick. We'll figure out where we want this bar. I don't have a spotter because we're at the OG gym super late at night. That's going to have to go up one more for sure. I think that's where it needs to be. All right, let's get a decent angle for you guys. We're going to kick off with some. What's up, Jamal? Long time no see. This is not my home gym. This is actually the original gym. I'm not affiliated with the gym, but this is the original gym. We've been here before a long time ago, and I decided I wanted to start coming again. I am working out a little bit earlier in the day now, not super early tonight, obviously, but in general I am. So it's actually more convenient for me to do this now here, and they have such great equipment that I couldn't say no. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't say no. All right, we got us the bar. Feels good. It doesn't have branding on it, but it is definitely a 45-pound bar. All right. Let's get a plate on here. Let's get a plate on here. All right. They've got these nice York plates here too, guys. You guys know I love like cool weights. They got these nice York plates. They're so nice. You got to keep that motivation up. Sometimes it's more about, you know, working through those tough periods when you don't have motivation. Get you the next. Man, it has been a minute. What's up, Max? How you been? Nice. Power. Oh, that sounds like a fun time. I haven't really lifted with any family. The only person I've actually lifted with in my family, my mother came down and she came to the gym with me one day, but that's a little different. The only person I actually lifted with in my family is my sister while she was in high school. Took some strength training and was doing powerlifting for like a year. So that was fun. I lifted with her a little bit. OG. The name of the gym is OG. It's Original Gym. That's the full name, Mossberg. That's the full name. It is a new gym. It's been here for a little while, but we want that. That's as low as the safeties go, by the way. I want to lower the one more, but that's as low as they go. So, might do some incline. Deficit I have done deficits in like once in a while. I don't do them very often. Deficit deadlifts are great. I work them into programming for some of my other clientele. I've never had issue in that area of my deadlift, so it's never something I train specifically. The animals are doing well. The chickens are doing top tier. Obviously, it's getting cold out here, but chickens are well equipped for the cold. So the tortoise is doing great. I didn't reveal this during. Yeah, I saw Bluegrass is in here. He's awful loud. Deficit deadlifts are really solid. That's a good movement. I have it on some of my strength training programs for my clientele. But I didn't mention this, so I didn't mention this with the animals. It was in November-ish. You guys know one of my dogs was sick, Sarah. She did pass away a few months ago. I didn't really talk about it too much, didn't want to talk about it too much. I might have mentioned it once, I don't remember if I did. But that happened a few months back. Right around the time I started getting really busy as well. But yeah, that happened a while back. It was unfortunate. But other than that, and she was elderly. She was like 20 years old, human years. 100% Mossberg, it's appreciated. But yeah, she did pass away, unfortunately. But all the other animals are doing well. All the other animals are doing extremely well. The chickens, the tortoise, the bearded dragons, the bearded dragon. We have the new puppy. So, yeah, wife wanted a puppy. So we did get the mini pincher, the little mini pincher. On a powerlifting coach, powerlifting coaches can be helpful. I've never had a coach. I've been a coach, so you know I'm biased. I'm definitely biased. Coaching is always helpful. Coaching. So the thing about having a coach or being a coach, right? Really the key to it, like anybody can learn to work out, but having someone look at you and monitor your form, not even just your form, but like the little intricacies, right? You might not know what's holding you back in a lift, but a coach, if they're good at their job, or if they're experienced enough, can see things that you may not notice because you're doing the lift, right? They see small movements in elbows, or they may see one muscle that's not pushing quite as much or not getting as much activation. These are things that are even hard to see on camera. So that's where coaching comes in super handy for like powerlifting and sports, is they're able to see the things that you, even if you knew to look for them, can't look for while you're lifting. 20 years, Tico, 20 years. She was like 20 years old. Yeah, she was elderly. Make sure you get a really good coach though, because you're experienced with powerlifting. So make sure you get someone that has experience actually participating in the sport, because there's a lot of powerlifting coaches I've noticed that never participated. Not that they have to be participating now, but if you're coaching powerlifting, in my opinion, you should have powerlifted at some point, right? Because there's things about powerlifting when you're on that platform that you don't know about until you're on the platform. So Yeah, she was an old pup. Mind you, give or take about 2 years on that. So she could have been 18. She could have been 18, give or take about 2 years on that, because we didn't have her for like the very beginning of her life. But if not 20, the youngest I think estimate wise that we were able to obtain was like she'd be like 16. But everything we had said 20. But 20 was surprising to us. But she definitely showed the wear of a 20-year-old dog. Even the vet was like, that makes sense. So it was one of those things of like, she could be 16, but she's probably 20. And 20 is like near world record age for dogs. So I was just like, I don't know. I was like, it's like, I'd be surprised if she's 20, but that's everything we had put us saying she was 20. It is. So if you're involved in a sport, there's certain intricacies to sport that you have to learn while participating. You can't learn them reading about it. Hey, I appreciate it, Cowboy. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. That's much appreciated. How you been? How you been? Oop, I'm knocking my camera around. There we go. Let me back this camera up actually a little bit. I didn't realize you guys couldn't see the plates. My bad. All right, there we go. I'm glad you're doing good. By the way, we got a lot of really cool equipment in here that we're going to play with tonight. So we've got, I don't know if y'all are familiar with Arsenal strength equipment, but this gym is equipped. It is equipped. There's a lot of Arsenal strength equipment in here. This is, to give you an idea, this is the only gym membership I pay for, right? So, and I pay about twice the rate that I would pay at any other gym, and it's worth it, every penny, every penny. The lady that owns this, she's a bodybuilder. She has a pro card. Like she's a real deal bodybuilder. And she cares about her gym. Her break even on this gym is like 10 years from now. This place has everything. It has everything. It's awesome. All right, let's hit this. I added another 20 pounds. We're still warming up. All right, let's hit it. We've just been maintaining since the last PR. This time of year, like one of the reasons why you noticed I haven't been streaming very often, I've been doing nothing but working. Sometimes 70, 80 hours in a week. So I've just been maintaining. Beginning of the year, work will slow down until about March. And then we'll be busy again all through March, and then I'll be slow all the way through November. So I'll get to start competing again. Probably right after March, I'll have my first competition. So my first of the year, obviously. But I did need to take a break from peaking strength for next year. For those of you that aren't super familiar with powerlifting, peaking wears on you after a while, and it can actually be detrimental if you do it for too long. So this is the last 2 months-ish have been my maintenance period. We're still lifting heavy consistently. It's just we're not actively pushing for PRs and huge weight gains right now. So yes, I train every day. So not only is it a training every day thing, but actually a static stretch has been shown to be increase your risk of injury during your movement if you're lifting heavy, especially. But I don't stretch, to be honest. I don't stretch before my workouts ever. So my calories are high right now still. I'm still taking in, even during maintenance, I'm taking in at least 4,000. Because I'm still working out 6 days a week. I'm just not doing 95% daily of my PRs. Like my bench right now, I usually go to like 315 for a few reps, or I'll go to maybe like 340, 345, with an odd 350 here and there because I just like to. But I usually stay in like the mid threes instead of going up towards 370, 375, where we were playing around at before, trying to get that 375 PR. So I stick around like 340-ish range while I'm maintaining, right? Body weight wise, I weighed right before we started the stream, I weighed at 177, something around there. What's that, Max? One of those, the grip strength things, I've seen those, yeah. For grip training, I usually deadlift or do like rack pulls or carries. That's usually my grip training. All right, we're gonna hit 315 real quick, and then we'll talk about what we're gonna do. We're either gonna do a few rounds of singles on 315, or we'll do 320, 325. I don't know. No spotters, so we probably won't go much over that. We'll stay in comfortable ranges. My only issue is that I'm worried about hitting this because I don't have a large arch. So my chest kind of comes right to the top of this because I've hit almost every set so far. But 315 isn't so heavy that we can't shove it off the bars. So if we do touch the bars, it's not a big deal. We'll just call it a pause rep. The nice part about that though is we get no momentum because I can't sink into my chest at all here. So you might as well call every one of these a pause press because there is no momentum off my chest. Because as soon as I touch my chest, I'm touching this bar. So every single one of these reps is maximal effort for that weight. There is no sink and press. There is no rubber banding off the chest. So if we had a spotter, I'd drop these safety arms off. But there is no spotter, and I don't reckon we'll see one tonight. So we're going to do a couple more reps with this 315, maybe go up 320. Maybe go up to 320. So, actually, no, let's do 320. Ain't like 320 is gonna hurt us. With the spotter, so without spotters, I've gone as high as full 350 without spotters. I'm comfortable under 340 without a spotter, 345, but I almost always grab one after 340, almost always. So it's just anytime I get within 20 pounds of my PR, or it'll say like 20 to 30 pounds of my PR, I guess, I always grab a spotter. It's just good. It's good practice. Grabbing a spotter there's nothing bad about grabbing a spotter. I don't care if you're warming up or if you're at maximal weight. Look at Julius Maddox. He has spotters. Okay, best bencher in the world. He has spotters. Everybody you see benching extremely heavy have spotters. It doesn't matter if they're world famous bench pressers or if they're your everyday gym goer. Everybody uses a spotter. There's nothing bad about using a spotter. So Yeah, we haven't done any PR work, Tico, since I stopped streaming. It's been all maintenance work, all maintenance work. I haven't attempted it. We might be able to, Tico. I've had a couple of days where 350 felt kind of light. But I need to stick to my maintenance until January. I need to. I need to continue my program. So it's fun to push maximal weight every single time, but I got to do, you know. Strongman competitions look fun. I haven't thought about doing any. That being said, Tico, we've done PRs on other movements. I did, what have we done recently? Shoulder PRs, weighted pull-ups, curls, I believe, but not bench, not our big movement. Mostly because this is the one that takes the most out of me during training. This and deadlift. So I think deadlift, what did we hit, 490? We were working on 500. So, but maintenance will end eventually and I'll be able to have fun again. I still have fun. I have fun lifting like I'm lifting now. It's just, there's something special about those times when you can just like slap whatever weight on there and see if it moves, you know what I'm saying? So, all right, let's hit this 320 and then we'll see what we're doing next. Maybe we'll have a spotter walk in tonight. I'm not going to PR tonight, but we'll see. It definitely hit the rack. I felt it. It threw me off, but we still got the 320. So I remember this was like the one issue I had here was this rack. It's not a huge issue. I just have to slow my lifts down. There is another bench, but without a spotter, that's not really the best bench for me to use, and that's why we're over here tonight, is there's no safeties on that bench at all. So all right, let's do a drop set. We're not gonna go super heavy on the bench tonight because I've got a lot of really cool equipment that I want to use tonight. So, and this place closes at midnight. So. All right. I will say though, even with the safeties being a little bit detrimental, this bench, the width of it and the plushness of it is really nice. I feel very stable on it. It's got that extra width so your shoulders plant well. I've got wide shoulders and it makes my life a lot easier. It is a really nice bench. Like I said, I think my deadlift we tapped out before I started my maintenance right around 490. It might have been 495. I know we tried 505 and we got 3/4 of the way up. But we didn't hit that. I was supposed to try 500. We would have locked 500, but we accidentally did 505 and didn't lock it. We were like here, and it just couldn't eke that last little bit on the 505. So it's not that kind of place, Max. It's a check-in, check-out gym. So you have like a scanner. The problem is at 12 o'clock, everything goes under an alarm. And if I leave, there's like a little bit of a leeway period, like a couple of minutes. But if I leave too far after midnight, it sets the alarms off. And then they've got to come out and reset them. So I don't want to be that guy. I'm probably like a hair heavier than I was. But I did lose weight when I got sick, right? So I was down to like 175. I'm back up to like almost 178. So I put on like 3 pounds since the last time we streamed. All right, we got 225. We're gonna do some Larson work. Ooh, we might not do some Larson work actually. I wonder if that's gonna be a problem. We'll do reps. We're not gonna Larson because I won't be able to get any any back arch, and that means we're gonna hit this bar. I'm gonna make that decision here in a second. Hold on. All right, let's try Larson and see if the bar becomes a problem. Okay. We're gonna do 7 of these. So let's just jump in it. Let's just jump in it. 225. Just a little bit of play weight, nothing major. We hit it. Fun times, fun times. I love Larson press, it's so good. It's so good. Larson press is so much fun. Hold on. There we go. Camera was trying to adjust, I don't know why. Whew. I do like the touch and go bench challenges personally because it just looks impressive. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people love those videos. It's I train to be as strong as I could possibly be at all times, right? But mind you, a lot of these YouTube channels you watch, their training and their videos are generally completely based around what gets the most views, which is fair. And those touch and go bench challenges, they get a lot of. Hey, I appreciate the gift, much appreciated. Exaladon. I hope I got your name right. That's awesome, Julian. That's awesome. All right, so we have some of the nicest equipment in Columbia, South Carolina at our disposal right now. So let's not waste that opportunity. I will say the one thing they don't really have different here than most places is a curl. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go hit some cable curls. We're gonna knock those out. And then we'll play with some fun machines. So, yeah, there's no like special curl machine here, which I don't know what I would expect one to look like other than like a preacher curl. So that's fair. Well, I'm glad I got it right. Oh, all right, so we're gonna do 2 hands for this curl. I'm gonna grab a bar. We're gonna knock these out. These will be like 5 minutes, guys. We'll knock these out and we'll go straight into fun stuff. Where is the bar though is the question. There was a perfect bar for this yesterday while I was up here. And I don't see it now. There it is. All right. Sorry guys, I'm back. I promise I wasn't abandoning you guys. I'm back. There's 2 floors here, 2 floors, and there's a separate posing room. Not super useful for power lifters. We tend to avoid mirrors, but super useful for bodybuilders, which this gym is designed for. That light in you guys' eyes is rough, isn't it? Oh, I got you. See if I can find a better angle. You know what? If I turn you around, this will be better. There we go. That's way better. All right. No blinding light for the most part. Better than the other angle, at least, right? All right. this stack, so right now we've got a $130 on it. The stack itself goes to 200. So, but there's a $130 on it at the moment. All right. Ooh, felt good. We'll go $150 on this one. We're gonna do like 3 or 4 quick sets here. Nothing like absurd. Just hit enough that we say we did biceps today, right? So I want to get to some of this cool stuff. We've got a Viking press. We've got a standing chest press to work with today. There's all kinds of cool stuff. So there's got like this fancy pullover. We're gonna play with that a little bit. I have not attempted to max every machine in here yet. There is one that I'm going to show you guys immediately after we finish this. It's just a raise, right? Lat raise. It's awesome. It's a standing one. And it's surprisingly heavy. I tried to max it out, didn't get it yesterday. I was just short of maxing it out. We'll work on it. So there are some machines in here that I can't max, which is exciting. But being that this is a little bit more hardcore than your average gym, I expected there to be a couple pieces of equipment that would challenge me, and I'm happy there are. So, all right. That's been a problem in the past, you know? Oh, there's a $150, by the way. I think you scared him off earlier, by the way, Mossberg. He hasn't said a word since you called him out. Not a word. I don't know if you're still in here, Mossberg, but. All right. Let's do 200. We'll do the full brick. This one I can do the full brick if I'm not mistaken. So, Grandma Sue, how's it going? Welcome back. Hopefully you're doing well. It's good to see you. All right, we got the full stack, 200 pound, 90.5 kilo. Obviously it's a cable machine. It does not directly correlate to a 200 pound like barbell curl, but it's still pretty heavy. I'm glad to hear it. All right. Maybe not. Hold on. I got it yesterday. I just want one, guys. All right, I'm gonna do my best for y'all. We had to cheat it just a little bit. We can get it. We had to cheat it just a little bit. It gets heavy fast. All right, let's actually hit our third set now. We're gonna go $170 for our actual third set. So. We did get it, Cowboy. What's up, Sid? Yeah, hoo-wee! All right, let's hit it. $170. Max leg press. I think the max I've ever done a leg press, if I'm not mistaken, has been a while. I don't do a lot of leg press. It was like right around 9 and some change. But that was a long time ago. I haven't done like a PR on a leg press in like years. So leg press isn't part of my normal routine. I only ever throw it in when like something's in use and I have to, you know? So not a big leg press guy. All right, let's grab 7 of these. $170. What's up, Eric? How's it been? So, we've got some really cool leg presses in here, actually. Hold on. So, we've got this one. Absolutely like a unit. It's massive. Huge. Huge. Hold on. I'll show you guys. Absolutely massive leg press. And this is at one of its lower settings. And then they've got this one over here too. If you guys have ever seen one of these where you're underneath it, top tier work right there. It really gets your blood flowing. I haven't played with that yet. I haven't played with that yet. We might one day. So, all right. So we hit curls, right? We're gonna let's go do those raises we talked about on this really cool machine over here. You guys are gonna be the first ones to see me use this machine, I think. I've used it, but you're the first people to see me use it. I had to make sure I was good at it before I showed it off on camera. All right, so we'll just put some lightweight work on it real quick. So the idea is, if you guys can't tell yet, handles here are movable. Keep the feet nice and close. You're just doing a raise, keep the arms straight. This machine, mind you, goes pretty heavy. But not as bad as I thought it was going to be when I saw it. It goes to 200 pounds. It goes to 200 pounds. We're not quite at 200 on this yet, but we're going to start with a set of 70, get warmed up. So, 1 rep of 500, just slap it on there. We might do leg press instead of squats tonight, but we'll figure out what we're doing here in a minute. We're going to start with 70 and work our way up. Just 3 sets of 7 here is the plan. Yep. Whew, it's good. All right, let's go up to 100. Go up to 100. I mean, 150 is still stout. I think that's about where I tapped out yesterday on this thing, was about $150. It's really cool, isn't it, Cowboys? Really cool. Yep. Yeah. It works. It works. I'm not looking to do time under tension. I appreciate it though. Is that right, Alay? Is that right? Well, I'm stronger than you, Alay. So we're gonna just move on from that. All right. Where do you think we'll tap on this? No, I'm having just the right amount of rest time, public. All right, because it's the amount I want. Yes, I can do a muscle up. I can also bench 365 pounds, do 2,000 push-ups. I usually add chains to my pull-ups. To be fair. I'm doing something right, Public Enemy. I bench double my body weight. No equipment, by the way, no elbows or anything. So. Yeah, it doesn't correlate, but I have a ton of pull-up videos if you want to go see them. We're not doing pull-ups tonight. We're going to focus in on what we're doing. This is a powerlifting stream for those that are new, by the way. I have plenty of pull-up videos on my channel. You can go check them out. It is a powerlifting stream, though, just so y'all are aware. I do professional powerlifting. I compete 3 to 5 times a year. So. All right, let's hit this. What is that again? It's a $140, a $140. Let's grab 3 here and then we'll do a drop set. Yeah. 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 Muscle up is mostly. What's up, Michael Cooper? Welcome back. How you been? Muscle ups are mostly about building momentum. Yeah. It's about just explosivity more than anything. Explosivity. Because I know some. So here's the thing: to be good at muscle ups, you just need to train doing that explosive movement with the muscle ups. If you can do a pull up and you just start training that movement pattern, you can do it with bands. You could do half. You could just do kind of front presses on it. There's a lot of movements you can do to help yourself get better at muscle ups, but you have to train for muscle ups specifically to become really good at them. I would say muscle ups on like scale of like how I evaluate muscle ups as a strength item. I would say it's less of a strength movement for me. It's definitely an indicator of a strong back. But not like extremely strong, because muscle ups are also primarily for people with smaller frames. They're a lot easier for them if you have less upper body weight comparatively. Does that make sense? So you don't want to be too top heavy because it'll throw off your form. Also, legs in general, not really, unless you're kipping, not really a factor. So. Like I said, it's a strength movement, but if you ask me to get punched by a guy that does muscle ups and a guy that like shoulder presses 250, you know, I'm gonna get punched by the guy doing muscle ups, I'm gonna be honest. So because the guy shoulder pressing 250, a lot more strength involved than muscle ups. So now that guy shoulder pressing 250 might also have terrible cardio, who knows? But that one punch is going to hurt a lot. So, yeah. So, but to each their own. I like calisthenics as a workout. Calisthenics are great. Just you're going to get stronger faster with weight training. So, all right, that was fun. That machine's always good. I would say still the guy that does the shoulder presses. I'm gonna be honest. But doing a muscle up at 250 is solid. I would say it's solid. Have a good one, Max. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here. I mean, that's a lot of body weight to move, but I'm still going to get punched by the guy doing muscle ups. Muscle ups just doesn't scream scary to me, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. It's just not as impressive to me. It's an impressive movement. It's just not as impressive. Everything's going really well, Michael. Everything's going really well. I appreciate you asking. Hopefully you're doing well as well. All right, let's do some rows. This is a really cool row machine. I'm a big fan of it. So we're going to use this one in particular. Let me add some weight to it. If I remember correctly, one plate was way too low last time we did this. See if I can get y'all a better angle here. Boom. Trying to keep that light out your eyes, boss. All right. So, if I'm not mistaken, one plate was way too light last time. So we're gonna start with 2 aside. Because I have been here before. I have used this. And it was extremely light for the single plate. It's a nice gym, it is, yeah. Big fan. Slap these on there like this. There we go. All right, we're gonna start with 2 aside. All right, see you later. See you later. Appreciate you stopping in. All right, let me remember how this thing felt good. If I remember correctly, I had to grab those and then work and then sit myself down. Yeah, that'll work. That'll do. All right, let's grab these. I think I did single arm before, and that's why that felt awkward. We're going to go to single arm now. I was going to say, this doesn't feel the same as last time. I was looking for another adjustment, and I think it's just the single arm. I think I did single arm because I was able to get myself into place. All right, 3 plates. All right, let's grab this. So there's not really a starting weight on this machine, I don't believe. I'm just gonna go by the plate. So we got a $135 aside. We're gonna hit this. Yeah, that felt way better. All right. All right. Yeah. Nice. Generally, I usually do single arm for most movements. Sometimes I don't, but most of the time I do. I just feel like I can lock in on getting the best out of that arm or that side of the body as possible, and it helps me prevent imbalances. So. Helps me prevent imbalances, which is nice. All right. We're going to do this, and then we've got to do triceps, and we got shoulders still. We're going to do triceps. We'll do triceps, and then we'll do the pullovers, and we'll do shoulders, then the pullovers, then triceps. That's what we're going to do. All right. We'll have to throw legs in there somewhere. We might mix legs in there somewhere. I think we're going to do some leg press, or we might do the hack squat. I haven't decided yet. Good. All right. He's good? Yeah. Yeah. Woo-wee. All right. We're going to leave these here for a moment. I'll come back around and grab these a little bit later. Gym's empty. I'm not super concerned about getting in anybody's way. But we're going to move straight to our next movement because I don't want you guys to miss out on anything because the gym closes in like 50 minutes. So let's move on. Promise I'll come back for these. I know y'all get real upset when I leave plates lying around. But the gym is empty right now, so we're gonna assume I'm not gonna bother anybody for the next 30 minutes. Ooh, all right. So let's hit shoulders. We're gonna do the Viking press, and then we're gonna do legs, then triceps. I think that's the play. That's the play. So we get to be Vikings today, guys. We get to be Vikings today. All right. Do I like the height? I do vaguely like the height. See, there's one more up. Usually, you shoulder this. It wasn't locked in. Okay. Seems like ever so slightly high. I do like a chin level though. I'm gonna try it. Hold on. You guys know I usually go chin level with my presses. Oh, that's perfect, man. It's like right at chin. That's perfect. I don't know if it looks like that from y'all's angle, but it's like on the money. It's like on the money. All right. Got some weight. All right. Mount up. Woo! Let's go. Woo! Now that we're done playing around, it is really nice to do. All right, let's slap another one on there. Slap another one on there. And another one. Let's go. Let's go. All right, 2 plates aside. It is really nice. You're close enough, Jamal. You could come out here. This place is awesome. It's right like the middle of Columbia, like Northeast Columbia. All right. Let's go. Yep. Yeah. Woo-wee. All right, we're gonna add a third plate. Let's get it. Tree plates. Whoop, whoop. Let's go. Let's go. And another one. Woo! 3 plates. All right. We got a 3-piece to get here. What's up, worldwide? Merry Christmas. Hope all is well. Welcome back, boss. All right. We're going to do a triple here, and then we'll add 10 pounds aside, and we'll climb and see how it feels. Yep. Yep. Ooh, that's heavier than I thought it was going to be. If I lowered it, I could get some oomph behind it, like pop it up a little bit, but I set it high enough that we don't get any of that pop. I'm gonna get another rep here, hold on. I'm also super narrow on the grip. I can go wider maybe. I'm not trying to though. God. Woo. We're gonna add a little bit of weight. We're gonna go add 10 pounds total here, get a single, and then we're gonna go hit legs. What's up, Naz? What's up, killer? You have questions? I'm here. I'm here as always. All right. Front squat, deadlift, chin-ups, and discs. You're going to hit all your major muscle groups for sure. I would definitely incorporate some other stuff when you get the opportunity, but that'll hit just about everything that you need to hit as a beginner. It's a clock that's like a gym plate. Looks like a gym plate. It's a clock though, Kiko. But yeah, I would consider that a full body workout. You got your squat for your legs, pretty much your whole lower body with the front squat. The light just went out. I wonder if that's automated. I think that's automated. Because we are closing in on midnight, so. All right, let's hit this real quick because we're obviously about done with the night in here. Maybe I'm just standing in a spot that the sensor doesn't hit. Let's go. Yep. Yeah. 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 Go. Woo! Ah. Live my best life. All right, still empty gym, so I'm not gonna make y'all sit through me de-racking and re-racking plates. I'll do that after the stream. I say that just so people don't get upset, because I will do that. Let's go do our legs. We'll actually probably end up transferring some of these plates to the press or whatever we end up doing. Appreciate it, Worldwide. All right. I kind of want to do a hack squat today. This thing is a lot of fun. And this is actually one of the nicer hack squats that I've been on. And it's been a while since I've been here. So, but it is a very nice hack squat that allows for really good leg positioning. It doesn't have those small platforms. I always find these really small platforms for some reason on the hack squats, but it allows you to get that nice ultra, I'm not going to go this low, trust me. They get the nice ultra deep hack squat. Standing back up even without any weight on this is going to be awful. So let's just put this, all right. Let's mount some weight, let's have some fun. All right. Boom. Start a plate and we'll work our way up. One plate to kick off. Just one. We're going to do this, and then we're going to hit some triceps. All right. Right about there, right as we're breaking that 90 mark is where we want to be right now. All right, let's get it. Yeah. 7. Nice and deep on that last one. All right. Let's hit some more stuff here. Alrighty, alrighty. I am sweating up a storm. It's like, it got to 72 degrees on Christmas out here. Like 72 degrees on Christmas out here. It's crazy. It's crazy. But that's the South for you. So that is the South for you. All right, let's hit it. All right. Let's get it. Yeah. Big guns out, yeah. All right, let's add another plate. Another plate slapped on there. All right. Something on the shoulder. Yeah, I think the hottest I've ever seen it on Christmas was when I was in Texas. It was like 101 on Christmas Day. And then it froze like 2 weeks later. So, all right. Let's get it. One more. All right. Once again, I will de-rack once we're done with the workout. I assure you. We got the gym to ourselves though, so not in anybody's way. All right, we got to do some triceps, guys. We got to do some triceps. We are running the clock down. It's over here somewhere. We're running the clock down pretty good. So let's hit these triceps. So, if I remember correctly, the last time we did this tricep, we were comfortably not able to max it out on this block. And that is uncommon for me. Almost universally, every tricep workout I've done at any gym, I've always been able to max the blocks out comfortably. This is the only gym that's fought me in recorded history. All right. So we're going to warm up the triceps with the buck 30. I'm going to figure out what we're looking at here. All right, doable. Buck 50. Oh. And we still got to do that pull over machine. So, still got to do that pull over machine. Let's hit 3, try and max it out, and then we'll do a drop set. 3, max it out, drop set. That's the plan. Yep. All right. I feel like it's doable. All right, that's 2 bills, 200. 200. We're gonna hit 200 just for a single, maybe a double if it feels really good. And then we'll figure out what our drop set's gonna look like. Last time we did this block live, I think we were able to cheat a 200, but we'll see. Whew, 90.5 kilo. All right. Oh, that's a lot heavier than I remember. We're gonna get it though. It feels doable. Give me a second. All right, it feels doable. Let me get a little bit of rest. All right. That's still heavy, guys. That 200 is no joke. We will one day make that comfortable and no cheat, but that is still a stout number. A stout number. God dang. Go to $1.70. Go to $1.70. Fun times. Always gotta try, right? You gotta try. I feel like that was okay, all right, in my world. My oldest son does once in a blue moon with me. All right, you'll work out with me once in a blue moon. But my 2 younger children aren't quite gym age yet, almost there, 5 and 4. So my oldest is 13. So. And for those of you that wonder why I start so high on my triceps, 2 reasons. Number 1, because I can. And number 2, because I get that front shoulder flexion, like that front shoulder movement with it, right? So I get to work the front of the shoulder at the same time. We got 3 more of these. Also a little low pec core. So. All right. We got that pull over machine. So we haven't done any machine like this on stream. I tested it a little bit the other day, so I knew what I was getting myself into. All right. Let me hit a little bit of the milk and protein here. All right. So, you know it's a good machine when it comes with the seat belt, right? You know it's a fun machine when it comes with the seat belt. All right, so give y'all it's an awesome gym. So we have this bar down here. I don't know if you guys can quite see it. You put your feet on that, and that moves this into whatever position you want to kick off. So you press on this, and it moves this forward. All right. That's a little high for me. So what we're gonna do, we'll move it down more. All right. So, do you have another adjustment here? Yeah. All right, so we grab a hold of this thing here, and then forearms, you pull it down in front of you like this. So imagine it kind of like a skull crusher movement, but not quite. Let's add some weight to it though, because there's not actually really any weight on that right now. It's like 80 pounds. All right, we're gonna go for our first actual set. We'll go buck 40. Buck 40. It's a great machine. It actually hits the lower pectoral ever so slightly as well. At least that's where I felt it yesterday, I'm gonna say. Just a little bit though. Wow. I like this machine. This machine is really good. 2 bills, 200 pound. Yeah, it's a pullover. It's like a pullover machine. All right. Let's lock in for 200 pound. All right. Yeah. Quite enjoying this pullover machine. All right, we're gonna go a triple on the next set. So let's go a little heavier. Let's go a little heavier. We'll go 280, 280. All right, so 280 for a triple. One more. God dang. That thing's awesome. All right, we got to go 300 for a single, right? 300 for a single. Do we have time? We have time. All right. 3 bills. 3 bills for one, and then we'll move from there. I think this is it for tonight. We gotta get this 300 and maybe a drop set. We might do some flies over here for the giggles. If you guys want. What's today? Saturday, guys? Today's Friday, isn't it? So we still got another workout tomorrow. All right. All right, let's get it. 300 pound pullover. This will be a lot of noise probably for me. 3, 2, 1. Yeah! Yeah! I feel like we got more in the tank, right? Do we have more in the tank, you think? I don't actually know if I'm going to be able to get a full stack with this. This machine I tried a full stack yesterday and it didn't really do much. So, but the full stack on this, mind you guys, is 400 solid pounds, you know what I'm saying? So, let's see what the full stack feels and looks like. Probably ain't gonna move, I'm gonna be honest. 400 is a lot of pounds. It's like deadlift numbers for most people that work out, you know what I'm saying? So, all right. Ain't nothing to it. Let's just do it. All right. Let's get it. All right, this would be the first time I hit a max on this machine ever on the brick. You guys can see that whole brick moving there, right? This even feels heavy putting my feet down, I'm gonna be honest. All right, let's get it, let's try. Yeah, dang it! It ain't going to happen. It's not happening. Ah. Oh, dang it. Ah. Moved a little bit. It's like a half pull over. All right, let's go down to like 360. Man, I wanted that so bad. I wanted that so bad. All right, let's get it. Yeah, I mean, 400 pounds is 400 pounds, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's impressive on this machine either, I'm gonna be honest. So that could be just like average weight for some folks. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, I'm spent. Oh, all right, hold on. Oh yeah, I'm done. Ah. I spent it, guys. I spent. We ain't hitting another heavy here. What's up, Martin? Welcome back. Let's just go 320 for some reps. I don't think we're gonna hit anything over 320 tonight. Not after that 400 attempt. Oh, this thing is heavy. I like it though. That's a good thing. All right, let's go ahead and get this knocked out. I got to do some chest flies, and then we got to close up the stream for the night after that. All right. Yep. Whew. Come on, I need these last couple reps. One more rep. Got two, I need one. Come on, I can't count that last one. Oh, all right, we're done with this for tonight. Oh, I think it's heavy fast. I can feel it all in here. That spends a lot of energy very quickly. Power lifter, but I appreciate it. Power lifter, but I appreciate it. All right. Appreciate it, Worldwide. All right, we're gonna do. All right, it's got like 100 on it or something like that. 95. It's got whatever this is. Is that kilos? 95 kilo. It's 95 kilo to kick off. Down more. All right. I don't know if you guys can see that brick. I think you can. All right. We're gonna hit this just instead of 7. All right, let's go full brick. Full brick with the added 2.5 kilo. So that is 112.5 kilo. Yeah, new gym. How you doing, boss? Well, newish. We've been here before, a while back. All right, 112.5 kilo, full brick, including the added weight. Yep. Hey, what's up, Eagles? Well, I'm gonna be honest, Tico. If it said pounds, I would have used pounds. But it only says kilos. The machine made that life choice for me. Or do drop set. But the conversion rate on that, I don't know it off the top of my. I know the conversion rate. I just not gonna do the math. But you know, when we can use kilos, I do, right? I just don't always know the kilos. All right. This machine did not allow me the ability, all right? All right, let's get this last set. A little drop set, and then it's time for me to go clean up my mess and get out of here. All right, guys. Last set of 7 for the night. Let's get it in. All right, that is the day. That is the day. It felt good. The workout felt good, guys. It was a fun time. We still have a lot of other cool machines we're gonna get to work in here. Yeah, if you take a break like that, Eagles, you'll see a dip in your lifts. It'll usually come back really quick though. You just gotta keep plucking away at it once you come back. Usually a few weeks, you'll start to see some return of those old numbers. So, but all right, guys, it's time for me to head out. Hope you guys enjoyed. I had a fun time. So, but I'm gonna go do clean up all my plates and whatnot, and then I'll have some videos up tomorrow and stuff. So keep an eye out for those. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun, guys. Appreciate y'all being here. If y'all need any supplements, remember Black Label decided to affiliate with me. If y'all ever heard Robert Oberst, he's also an affiliate of Black Label. That's actually where I heard about them. So, but they decided to do an affiliate with me, and their supplements you get 10% off with my code in the description or whatever. But good stuff. That's the pre-workout I'm on tonight. So, but appreciate y'all for being here. I'll see y'all in a bit.